Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart of the ES, and I tell you guys every day, follow me on Twitter. And I don't know if you guys do or not, but the reason you want to is that every once in a while I find an acorn. And yesterday we came right down to this 1340 fib that we have been looking at. It was a 50% retrace of the June low, the 53 quarter, to the 1726.75. Halfway down, 1640. Where did the knife hit the butcher block yesterday? 1640. So I put that out that 1640 was a big level that we were looking at, and that we were well below the lower band. So we had punched through the lower band, bouncing off a big fib, and it hasn't looked back. So we have done as high as 66 quarter in the overnight. We were building a long position into the 1640 in the room, and we peeled that off during the course of the day. We were actually out by about 3:30. Then we got back in at the close, added after the close, because and our thinking is this. We have seen that the rhetoric pretty much peaked on Tuesday. Now you're starting to see the inklings of a thaw of a deal. You're starting to see the vice president get involved. That's very important. That's very important. He is the go-between. He really is the go-between. It is not the president. It really isn't. The vice president goes and talks to Congress because Congress honestly listens to him more than they listen to the president. Democrat and Republican, I don't care what your political persuasion is. That's the reality. He was a 30-year senator. I mean, that's just the way it goes. So when you start seeing headlines with Biden's name in it, you know that the White House now is serious about talking. So they all talked last night. The Republicans are going to come over. They're going to talk again today. You had the 4 congressional leaders have a meeting yesterday at 11:15 that nobody knew about, and nobody came out and did a fire and brimstone press conference after. So that right there. And we bottomed at about 11:20, 11:22. So you can see the beginnings of a deal. Now, could it fall apart? Absolutely. And if it does, we're going to come down hard. But right now, what we've been telling everybody, we're still long 1650, and we're just saying basically you need to be long but small because you need basically to have a ticket to the show. So, you have to control your size because it could all fall apart on a dime. But there's much more risk now in being short than there is in being long. And you couldn't say that for the last week or so. So does that make me bullish? I don't know. Maybe it does. I think, we'll see what happens here. The ball's definitely in the Bulls' court. We've bounced off a big fib, and we'll see what we can do. The Bulls haven't really accomplished anything until they get back over the middle band, and that's up at 84.5. That's not going to happen until we get a deal. There has to be a deal. On the other side of a deal, what else is there? We've got Yellen. That's done. If you take the debt ceiling and the shutdown off the table, I'm not really quite sure what the market's all that concerned about. And the fact that all of those unknowns are out of the way, that's the only thing that gives me pause about not going up and making new highs, if that makes sense. Where's the wall of worry? There is no wall of worry anymore. I really don't know what we're worried about. And that gives me pause, that we would maybe go up and make a lower high. We will certainly rally off of a deal. But 84.5 or wherever the middle band is here, the green line, wherever that is when a deal comes, when we reach that band, that will be high noon about what the market wants to do for the next intermediate period of time. Does it want to trade below the band and we stay in sell rallies mode? We're still in sell rallies mode. Like I said, we were getting long down here, but we were getting out at 330. You buy them to sell them, and we came all the way back down to 48. Bears controlled the close again. So we're still in sell rallies mode. Be aware. So does the market want to stay in sell rallies mode, or does it want to close above the middle band, come back up here, and we start buying dips and start challenging highs? We don't know the answer to that yet. The only way we figure that out is we get a deal and get a move up to the middle band, and then the market will decide for us, and whatever it wants to do, that's how we'll trade it. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Every once in a while, we'll get you a good one. Subscribe to the web page, PrincetonTrader.com. Come take a 2-week subscription, 2-week free trial, no obligation. Come on in, check out the chat room, see if it works for you. Everybody have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well.